Hi, what's up guys, ArakkAttack here with episode 4 of the Gears Weekend. Now, you can see me doing this face punch execution on this person because this weekend you get 5 times the XP for doing executions on players compared to what you usually do. Although for some reason it's not quite 5 times, like it seems to be slightly higher than 5, maybe like 5.1, or there must have just been something with the multiplier. So I'm going to put in the updated XP amount using YouTube annotations so I can make sure they're right when I get them, because when I was playing, the update hadn't quite taken effect yet on the servers. But yeah, so you get 607 XP for doing the full armor rip execution this weekend, and actually PeteNub tweeted that this is a permanent upgrade, so unless I'm mistaken, this will go on forever now, unless he meant something else. But yeah, so since I can't get any real gameplay, I decided that I'd go out and do one of these executions for each weapon on a real person. Because a lot of the executions I've never actually done on someone, I just might have done them on a bot to get the achievement for doing the Judge, Jury and Executioner achievement. And I've never actually managed to do this one on a real person. If you get the fire extinguisher and checkout by pressing the alarm and then going and destroying that box, it's actually got its own execution, which is the Hammerburst execution. So with a little help from a friend there, I managed to get that execution on a real player, and I'm quite happy about that because I've not really seen anyone do that execution online before, and I've always wanted to do it. So yeah, this Lancer execution, so you'll get 250 XP for this one this weekend, or like I said, maybe slightly more, 251. So yeah, what happens is, the longer the execution is, the more points you get. That's how the system works. So you get X amount of points for however many seconds the execution lasts, and they've multiplied that by 5. So executions are much more worth doing now, rather than just for accumulation purposes. It actually gives you a lot of XP. So the retro charge counts as an execution, as well as the chainsaw, their own executions. So that's the quickest one. That's the Gnasher golf club one. That only gives you 61 XP, even with the 5 times event. But yeah, I'll make sure that this is going to be a permanent change, but it does sound like it is going to be from what I read on Twitter. Now this is quite a rare one, the Gorgon execution. You just break the arm there and then stamp on the face. And here we've got the Boltok one. I quite like this one. Smack them in the face and then swing the gun around like a cowboy from the Wild West. Yeah, and for the Boomshot one and the Digger one, obviously you don't usually do that because you normally kill them with the Boomshot. But you can still do it even when the gun's empty. So like you see there, the Digger's got no bullets, but if you just down someone, you just get out the Digger and you can still do the execution, so that's a good way to get those ones. Hammer of Dawn one. So you never really see anyone doing this one or a lot of these executions, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to post in the description the XP that you'll now get from each of these executions, so you can figure out which are the best ones to do. And this one here was one of the few that I did on a bot, but that was a person, that was Russell Shucker, and then he left just as I was about to execute him, so I thought that one still counts since the Mulcher's quite a bitch to get. All these heavy weapons ones, you basically just smash their face with it, but it's easiest if you get someone else to do it for you, if you get someone else to down them, but otherwise you have to drop the weapon, down them, then pick it up, and then do the execution, and that gives them quite a lot of time to get back up again. The Scorcher one's pretty cool. You flip them over, stick the Scorcher into their stomach, and flames come out their mouth as you ignite their inside, so that's pretty cool. The Talkbow one, decapitate them, that's the same as it was on Gears 2. Everyone likes to do this Longshot one, so yeah, for example, you'll get 215 plus, or maybe a little bit more XP from doing that from now on, which is well worth doing. And then this is the Cleaver one, which you can actually still do the glitch way to get the Cleaver on Aftermath in multiplayer, so you get a lot of XP from this. 271, but obviously, unless you do the glitch, you're never really going to get the opportunity to do that. And then I included this clip, it's a bag and tag. You don't actually get any XP from this, but since I've done all the executions, I just thought that I should include that one for completeness. Now the weekend event proper is called Creepy Crawlies, and it's a Horde event. So it's on private Horde and public Horde all weekend. So what it is for some reason, I don't know if this is part of the event, but you only get 10 seconds in between rounds as well. So you get less time to build your fortifications. I'm not quite sure what that's all about, but basically Creepy Crawlies, there's lots of bloodmounts you can see there. There are wretches. There are tickers, wild tickers, lots of shriekers, and you even get things like reavers. Even though it's not a boss wave, you can get reavers on wave 5, I don't know. Some people have been getting a lot of savage corpses and serapedes. I didn't get any this match, but basically, obviously, the clue's in the name. If it crawls, then yeah, you you're pretty likely to see it in Horde. Now, it's quite difficult because there are so many tickers and wretches, and they're quite mobile, you can get over the barriers, so it actually makes Horde quite difficult, and a little bit more interesting. If you play Horde a lot, then you might appreciate this change. It's a good way to work towards some of your Horde medals. You need, if you want to get your Onyx Waves medal, things like that, Fat Loot, things like that. The boss wave, for me it was Berserkers. I've been hearing a lot of people that it's Berserkers all the time. Maybe Savage Corpses, I'm not sure. But I suppose Berserkers kind of crawl. They kind of, I don't know, I suppose they walk. But yeah, anyway, well, I got Berserkers, so. But it's a really fun event, and people have been saying that if you do a full run of Horde 1 to 50 on Insane, even with their super reload on, and 2 hard mutators, you can get into the millions, so you can get super high scores. So apparently people are jumping up to the top of the scoreboards with the new high scores. So I didn't do that myself, but if you're someone who goes for the top of the leaderboards on Horde, it might be a good time to get your squad together and go for the high scores on this using the hard mutators, because apparently you can get more XP. The waves seem to take a little bit longer, but I'm not sure whether that's just because there's lots of wretches running around and they take longer to kill. But yeah, it's a really fun event, so go and check Horde out if you don't play much Horde. It's a lot of fun if you get a good team together, as long as people don't quit out. But yeah, so enjoy the event, guys. Thanks for watching.